we're looking at a regionalization. So the Hunger Games style thing where we have districts across the world. Well, in the American context, especially, we saw that as well. So they were breaking up the nation, and it was like, okay, your region does this. So the first telltale sign that the pandemic was just the ushering in of this project. And if we look at this like a little bit more broadly, it's sort of like the Roman Empire. What happened in the Roman Empire was not what the way a lot of people think. So a lot of people tend to think that it was like Britain, where the country went across the world and colonized various nations. The Roman Empire wasn't like that, just like this global empire is not like that. It is city-states. So if we go to 2030, what we would expect to see if this is successful, the pandemic really kind of was the catalyst, but of course, climate change is the biggest part of it underneath, and we'll come back, of course, over the top. We'll see city-states at the behest of a technocratic global empire, right? So you could imagine that you'd have the UN sitting atop, like Rome, and then London would be a city-state of that global empire at the top. So there wouldn't be a United Kingdom or United States, but there also wouldn't be just no regions or nations at all, right? It wouldn't be just like one open like world. It would be UN, and then you would have SoCal, for example, as a city-state, Southern California. No longer is California, no longer is it LA, it's called SoCal, and that's the whole metropolitan area of Southern California. In London, you would no longer have, say, like various boroughs. It would just be, London would be the city-state. We'd probably have to go to the next massive one, which would be in the Birmingham area. So what they're going to start trying to do is shift people out of those rural areas into those major metropolitan areas.